Why do I feel so shit? Why are all my predictions down 10 kilos today or this week? I swear I'm not even sore. Well, you're probably fatigued. And fatigue's a bit of a motherfucker because you don't have to be sore to be fatigued. And that's the kind of frustrating thing about it. It's not as easy to say, oh well, I feel really sore. My legs are sore today, my back's sore today, and therefore my workout's going to suffer. Obviously that's a sign of recovery. Obviously, if you have got leg soreness and so on, it will make it harder for you. But it's not a indicator of fatigue necessarily. You don't have to be sore to have a bad workout because of fatigue. Anyway, so why do you get fatigue? Well, it's important to remember that training doesn't exist in a vacuum, and I think it's so common for people to think, well, let's just say it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday today, and today's workout was really bad. That's so strange. Well, what did you do on Monday? Oh, Monday I did deadlifts. I did sets of 6 on deadlifts. Finished up with snatch grip, stiff leg deadlifts for sets of 10. Then I did some bent rows for sets of 10. Then, just a bit of that. Well, that was it really. So that is obviously can be a reason. If you're not conditioned to a specific type of workout and you are new to the style of training, it can fatigue you. If you're new to the program, it might take a few weeks to get used to. If it's a new protocol or a new rep range, it might take a few weeks to get used to it. Your body has to get conditioned to these things, like anything else you ask your body to do. I think it's very easy to be like, oh, I don't know why my predictions are down. Probably chances are you haven't got weaker. It's probably a high chance you're just fatigued. So, what other reasons are there for fatigue? You could be just simply not recovering between sessions. So it could be a case that you're either doing too much work, if it's over a long period of time, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of just, you've been doing the same program for, but you're just not feeling that good. It could be a chance to change something, and obviously that's where you've got the those little markers we look at to tell your fatigue, and that might be a chance to change something. If you are super fatigued, something I'd recommend is just taking a set off. Take a set off. Like I'm talking, you feel so bad. Take a set off. You come in those days. This is the best thing about auto-regulation, is that even if you feel bad, you can still get a session in, but just auto-regulate. Don't, I worked up, let's say your best squat's 220. Well, I felt really sore on the warm-up, so I just worked up to 140 and called it there. Or 180 for a single and called it there. Well, what was the protocol? Oh, well, it was meant to be 5 5s out of 7. Well, why were you working up like it was a normal day if you felt like shit? Even if you had to hit the sets at 140, it'd be more beneficial than not doing them, because that clean volume adds up. So that's really important when you're feeling the fatigue, to just regulate. Don't just be hard-nosed and, I'm going to stick to my estimated for a session. I'm going to try and stick to the plan. I'm going to try and go for a PB today, regardless. That's how you get injured. That's how you get hurt. Like, be smart about these things. It's not my day. It's not my day today. I feel really fucked up, so I'm going to take it a little lighter. And that, over time, will add up. And by you coming in, attempting a workout, not being able to do it, and going home, you are not conditioning yourself to get used to this. People say, I can't deadlift twice a week. This is an example. Have you ever deadlifted twice a week? No, I just couldn't do it. I did it once and it killed me. Well, how about if you started off, you know, one full session, one half session, and you slowly build it up to do everything properly twice a week. Probably chances I can do it. You're back good conditioned and you'll be able to do it. Probably. So it's kind of the same thing. If you're going in and I'm not feeling that good today, and just cut most of your workout off. I warmed up. Another classic one. I worked up to 180 today. I was meant to do 5.5s there. I just hit it for a double and it was kind of feeling rubbish, so I just left it there. So let's just look at that workout. That workout's total volume was 180 times 2 reps. Even if that person was feeling really bad and dropped it to 140 and did 25 total reps, i.e. 5 by 5, that's more volume, that's more practice, that's going to add up, and that's going to get that particular person more conditioned to training more regularly, to be working harder, more frequently, recover faster. So it's very, I'll give it another go another day. Well, no, not really, because, you know, you've got 4 training sessions over a week. You can't just keep pushing them back and back. You know, I'll do this one when I feel better. When I feel better, I'll do this one. You've missed it now. You felt bad. You put in what you did. You regulate the best as possible, and you move on to the next session. Because it's very negative flow. You come in on your Monday, and you do, instead of doing 185 5s, you hit it for a double and you leave it. You come back on Tuesday, you try again. It's only a day later, you work up and you hit, you hit 180 again, and you hit it for a set of 5. First set, RPE 10. Oh, I don't really know, I've got weaker, my predictions are down now. Or they don't do it the next day, they do it on Wednesday. What about Wednesday's workout? Where's that gone? Oh, Wednesday's workout, that'll go on Thursday. Thursday's workout will go on Friday. And then you're a week in arrears, and you're wondering why you made no progress. Whereas if you just simply did the workout at lighter weights, regulated carefully, then you would have got in the volume, and you got in the conditioning aspect of that. It doesn't matter what your predictors are. Every single session. Over time, if they're trending upwards, that's fantastic. And obviously that's the goal. But it's not everything. Not every session. Who gives a shit what your 5 second down tempo squat is, or your 3 second down, 3 second up tempo is, whatever variation, pause squat, who gives a shit, really? It only matters what you do on that day on the platform in powerlifting. It doesn't matter about the rest of it. It's just training. So you're there trying to increase your close grip max, and you're going like headbutting the wall, and you're coming in, you're being, no, I'm going to stick to my numbers, I feel like shit, but I'm going to load it up. You're going to regret it if you get fucking injured, I'll tell you that. Whereas if you just took it light, did what you could, let it add up, and in the next session, you'll feel better. I promise you. It's very, oh no, I'm not going to do that session today, I'll do that on Wednesday. Keep pushing it back, which is fine. You don't have to be strong every day. Fatigue's perfectly normal. Go in, do what you can, and move on to the next one. That is what I'd say is the best approach when you're feeling the fatigue. So, how do you increase your recovery? Well, there's a few things involved in that. Age, training age, body type, body weight, strength. There's a lot of factors involved. You know, generally a female will be able to recover a lot faster. That's why a lot of females bench 3 and 4 days a week. That's why guys typically bench a little less on my style of programming, because you can recover a lot faster. Are there things that you can do to benefit your recovery? Yeah, there are. I think I touched on that a bit in some other videos, but one of the best things you can do is active recovery work. Moving around, making sure you get enough sleep in, making sure you drink enough water, making sure you're eating well. Those few things will really help. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to go too off topic, but I feel like I could train 5-6 days this week. What do you want to do? Well, you do 4 workouts, and the additional days could be conditioning. And I don't mean going crazy on your conditioning. How about you get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes and do some abs, hit some calves, and hit some traps and hit some other body parts that maybe you're not hitting as much during the week. You know, if you've got other areas you want to do, that's sweet. You know, what about if you do a little barbell complex? You found the internet, not too stressful, it's not going to kill you, not going to make you sore. You know, you don't want it to start impeding the next day, but something light, some movement would be great, especially if it's low impact. You know, if you're a guy not that light, probably don't go out for a 3-mile run tonight. I'll do some recovery work, but for a 3-mile run can move the next day. Yeah, that's probably not great. You know, so just, you know your boundaries. Like, if you're an active person and that's kind of normal shit for you, do it. Don't become a sloth. Don't become just good at 3 movements, please. Yeah, I mean, fatigue is hard, but just trying to remember that training doesn't exist in a vacuum. And if you're wondering why you feel weaker today, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And let's just remember that there's no need to be super recovered in training. You know, that needs to be on the platform. And how you get recovered and how you get there is usually by lowering the volume. And if you're just starting out a new volume block or in the middle of a strength block or whatever, you're probably going to be feeling it, and that's fine. It's okay to be fatigued, because it's like a slingshot fatigue. You get really, really fatigued, and then you start to release that fatigue and you slingshot your progress forward. And I'm sure many of you will have those moments where you've been training for a couple of weeks, a few weeks, and you feel like shit, and everything kind of feels heavy, and 60-70% of your 1 rep maxes and feel like great, and you're wondering how did you ever even get a 1 rep max? How did you ever even do that, man? You know? And then suddenly the recovery starts coming in 1 week. You get conditioned to doing the amount of work you're doing, or potentially the volume lowers, and then suddenly you start PB. Oh, and then you go, it's come out of nowhere. I have no idea where it's come from. Getting all these PBs all of a sudden. No, it hasn't come out of nowhere. It's come out of hard work. And it's important to realise that fact. It's very easy to say, yeah, I did less, and I squatted more. So maybe if we do less, I'll do more. Incorrect. Yeah, that's a fallacy. You're working hard, you're putting in the work, your body is fatigued, and you recover and you get a PB. People will so frequently do kind of higher volume programming, or maybe a bit more work than normal, they'll feel like shit, the predicted maxes will go down, or if they're testing, they won't be that good because they're fatigued. And then they got this newfangled program, and it's very low volume and quite high intensity, and they suddenly get all these PBs, quote unquote, out of nowhere. And they're like, oh, this program's for me because I was on it and I just PB'd straight away first 4 weeks. Probably not. Like, you were just fatigued, you got out of the fatigue, and then you PB'd. That rhymed. That should be on a t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic thing that people think. So that's really important to remember. Yeah, and it's important to know when you're feeling fatigued, and you keep hanging in there. Keep hanging in there, scrapping it out, session to session, regulating and being smart with programming, and really regulating well. Maybe just understand that you might take a hit sometimes on your predicted maxes, but that's okay because you're 5 weeks out, you're 10 weeks out, it doesn't matter. You'll get through it and you'll come through a lot stronger. The more work you can do and recover from, the stronger you'll be, the bigger you'll be. You know, the more muscle you will be able to have, for sure. So, it's really important to monitor fatigue and know when you're feeling it. And it isn't as simple as touching your toes and going, oh, my back's sore. Sometimes you just feel like shit. You know, whether it's stress related, whether it's motivation. You know, when you're feeling really fired up and really super excited about going to the gym, and you got the tunes playing, a bit of Wham's just turned on just right, you know, Jitterbug, just as you're about to fucking squat, Jitterbug comes in, and you're like, this is my moment, this is my time to shine. Everyone's around you screaming, shouting, and immediately they're on your head. It's an empty gym. And you smash your set. And sometimes it can happen, you move your last set better than the first set. You know, because you feel motivated, because you think, oh, I've done a few sets now, and it's kind of alright. And then your last one's the best one, that makes no sense. You just tried harder. So, anyway, another key point about trying harder. Intensity. Mr. Intensity. Intensity, i.e. how hyped, not weight on the bar, how hyped you get in the gym. If you're sniffing ammonia, headbutting walls, screaming and shouting, getting psyched up, you will not be able to do as much volume. Because intensity like that is fatiguing. It is fatiguing to the central nervous system to get aroused, to go into that sympathetic state, up and down and up and down. It's very fatiguing. That's why after powerlifting meets, when you get super, super psyched up, it's not the only reason, mind you, but you know, when you get super, super psyched up and you get out of your box and you go for that PB, you can feel like you're in a car crash the next day. So sore, or even not even sore, just feel so sluggish. It's because you fatigued your adrenal glands. You're fucked, you know? So just know that if once or twice a week you're getting super amped up for a set, sniffing the ammonia, you may next session be fatigued from that, and that's fine. But just know that, just be aware that the higher the highs, the lower the lows, and in this case that stands true too. You know, you get too excited on a Sunday session. I say too excited, I mean that's, you know, up to you. Tuesday session, you'll be fucked. Thursday session, you'll be fucked. So there's times to get super excited and amped up, probably closer to a meet than in a building block. Sometimes you just gotta do work, get your head down, hood up, grinding, and you don't have to go mad. Nearer a meet, it's important, in my personal opinion. But just know that the more intense you are as a lifter, as a person, the more you'll get fatigued, and the less volume as on the whole you'll be able to do, and you'll be able to recover from. So, I mean, I'm sure most of you can relate to that, like hitting really submaximal stuff in the gym, chill, you can do loads of work afterwards, but when you're getting really psyched up and you've got loads of work to do afterwards, oh, it takes a wind out of your sails, something like that. So again, I'm not saying getting super excited is a bad thing. You might not be doing it enough. You know, how bad do you want it? But I think it's important to remember that the more intense you are, the more you'll suffer. Anyway, I'm now at the gym, so I will speak to you soon. And have a nice weekend.